Welcome to another video.
Today we will discussing about Antarctica.
Is it a continent or a giant ice wall? What is beyond the ice wall? Stay tuned. The truth about Antarctica. Can we see what's beyond the ice wall? Quick question: is there land beyond the ice wall? The ice wall, or the idea that Antarctica is not a continent at the bottom of the globe but really a wall that circumscribes the flat Earth, is a common refrain. As is the concept that nobody is allowed to go to Antarctica, that the government will prevent anyone from visiting, in order to keep whatever lies behind the ice wall hidden. At the turn of the 20th century, Antarctica was still largely unknown. The reports that he brought back probably inspired Coleridge's Rime of the Ancient Mariner, 1798, which launched tropes of the frigid Antarctic into the wider cultural consciousness. The southern continent itself was not observed until the 01820s, when adventurous whaling captains spotted it and added it to their charts. The simultaneous voyages of Ross, Britain, d'Urville, France, and Wilkes, USA, in 1839 added much to the world's stock of knowledge of the Antarctic. But after that, investigation did not resume for over 50 years. Many of the favored points for conspiracists have to do with government and military operations during this Cold War era. Neff points out the importance of the military presence on Antarctica, specifically the U.S. military. Their ability to operate their logistical capabilities are what give us the greatest scientific capability in Antarctica of basically any country. Despite Antarctica being the continent of science, with all military operations being banned since the Antarctic Treaty of 01959, the ongoing game of international geopolitics forms the underlying purpose of activity in the region. Sarah Wheeler, in her transformational Antarctic travel book Terra Incognita, 1996, succinctly defines that paradox. Collective consciousness must believe in the deification of science on the ice. Otherwise it would have to admit that the reason for each nation's presence in Antarctica is political, not scientific. That isn't to say the vital climatic science done on Antarctica is in any way false or tainted. Scientists like Neff just want to be transparent about how it is they get to do the things they do, and go to the places they go. It's so hard to access these places, and the best way to get to them from a science perspective is through organized government programs, he says. The mantling of the truth, though, is something that perhaps the conspiracists can sense, but are unable to understand or articulate, and so seek explanation in the outlandish. On one of Neff's TikToks, a commenter pleads, "The Earth is hollow, sick. There's entrances at the North and South Pole where it suddenly gets warmer. If you can prove me wrong and go to the South Pole, could you try? It may not be the location of the entrance to a hollow Earth, but it is, in fact, hollow, ed. The only continent with no history of human habitation, the vast ice fields of Antarctica have formed a blank slate onto which humanity can project itself. All of itself, from the heroic, imperial superego to the conspiratorial id." Detail of Urbano Monti's 1587 planisphere, featuring a giant merman off the coast of Venezuela. So too, then, might be the fantasy of birds' Simesian discoveries, and the crystal cities and advanced beings inside the Earth. As Joe Rogan associate Sam Tripoli frames it on an episode of Rogan's popular podcast, some time-traveling Nazi equipment, involving a worldwide, spiritual war, centering on New Schwabenland. In the face of endless reports of the Earth's climactic demise issuing from Antarctic research, many might find it easier to believe that the official line of doom and gloom disguises awesome and awful spectacles of aliens, Nazis, and denizens of a hollow or flat Earth. It is, as many scholars have noted, an archive in and of itself, stretching back eons, documenting changes to Earth's atmosphere going back long past the last ice age. There will always be people who dream at a distance of a polar verge, and the secrets lurking beyond it. Thanks for watching.
Please like, share, and subscribe, and we will see you in the next video.